So today I'm going to teach you how to make this Despicable Me minion. A lot of people have requested this and I finally had the time to make this tutorial. Okay, so first off you're going to need 70 yellow pieces, have them all made and stacked, and 52 blue pieces, which I also have made and stacked. Okay, so let's get started. So for the first part, we're going to make the base, which is the bottom part, and you're going to take 2 blue pieces and put them together like this. So I'll show again. Take 2 blue pieces and put them together like this, and you make 12 of these. Okay, so I have all my 12 pieces, and then what you're going to do is you're going to connect them all like this to the available pocket, and you're just going to connect all 12 of them together. Like this. So now that all 12 the pieces we made are connected together, and then you're going to connect it into a circle. And so now we have the completed base. Okay, so our next step is to make another row of blue on top of the row we just made. So you take a piece and put it in between 2 pieces, not on top. So here you wouldn't put the piece here. You'd put it on one slot on each piece, like that. And so you just go around the whole thing and build up the 3rd row. And you just keep going around until you have the whole 3rd row built. Okay, so we've completed 3 rows in total, and now you're just gonna give it a squeeze so that it looks more into the proper shape that we want. And you're just going to add 1 more blue row, so that in total you'll have 4 blue rows. Okay, so now we have completed a total of 4 blue rows. What we're going to do now is add 4 yellow pieces, then beside that add 2 blue pieces, and then beside that, add another 4 yellow pieces. And finally, add 2 more blue pieces. So we have the 4 yellow pieces, 2 blue pieces, 4 yellow pieces, and 2 blue pieces. Okay, so for our next row, it's going to be all yellow, but instead of putting the pieces on forward normally, you're going to invert them and put them on backwards. So again, instead of putting it on the normal way, you're going to flip it over so that the flat side is facing out. And you're going to do that for the entire row. So they'll be like that. Okay, so we have now completed the inverted row, and we're going to put on 1 normal row now. So all yellow all the way around, but the pieces go on normally. Okay, so now we have the 1 normal yellow row over top of the inverted row. So now what we're going to do to finish off the head is just add 3 more yellow rows. So for the head part we have a total of 4 rows. So you're just going to add 3 more yellow rows, all normal, until you get a total of 4 yellow rows. Okay, so now I have completed, we have now 4 rows at the top of yellow, and now the body is pretty much done. So we can just put that aside for now. What we're going to do next is make the little arms that are in yellow. So what you do is you get 2 yellow pieces for the arms, and you're going to open it up, and then you're going to take this pointy piece and fold it into these folds here. So like that. You're basically just kind of, so you're folding down halfway and then just folding it back up. Let's say make a sleeve, so I'll show you again. Take your little triangle thing and you open it up, and you're going to take from the point and you're going to fold the point in halfway like that, and then you're just going to fold it to the sides. And now we have our 2 little arms, and where we're going to insert them is in between the 2 blue pieces, right next to when we did the row with the 4 yellow and the 2 blue. You're going to take your little arm and stick it in between those 2 pieces, like that. And your other little arm in between the other blue pieces, like that. And sometimes it doesn't go in easy. You can just take like some scissors or something and like pry the pieces apart and stick it in. And so yeah, that's the sleeves. So the next thing we're going to do is glue in the hands. And the little hands go into the little arms we just made. So what I did was I took a piece of, like, I have this like black paper. It's thicker than regular printer paper, but not too thick. And I folded it in half and drew on there a little hand shape. And then I just cut it out, and I have 2 little hands. And so what you're going to do is you just take one of them, and then you'll notice that on the side of the arm here, there's 2 little holes. And you just shove it in there, and it should fit quite nicely, like that. And you do the same for the other side. Just kind of wiggle it in. You have his 2 little hands now. And for the next part, we're going to do his eye, the mouth, and the little design on his feet. And what I would recommend is to get a hot glue gun, because regular glue doesn't hold the components very well, especially like with this black strip around his head. And I just like to make sure that everything is glued on properly. So I'm going to grab my hot glue gun, and I'll be right back. I have my hot glue gun all ready to go, and so I'll explain what we're going to do here. I have all these little pieces already dried, cut, and colored out. His little wrench is here, his eye, his mouth, the little G on his shirt, his feet, and the strap for his eye goggles. So when I was drawing these out, I thought a lot of people might want to know how I did that. So I drew these out on a piece of paper and scanned it into my computer. And I'll put a link in the description as to where you can get my scan that I have if you wanted to use that, or just use your own. To draw the circles, I have this like green circle drawer thing, and you just trace the circles. Or you can print stuff out, I don't know, whatever works. Okay, so first I guess we'll just start with his eye. Just put a little hot glue on there, or whatever kind of glue you want to use. And then you just stick it right in the middle, like that. And I'd recommend, so that these little things coming off the side, to be lined up with the top row, because it'll be easy to glue the strap on. Okay. So, get rid of the strings. So once the eye's glued on, have like this little strap. It's just black paper. And I'm going to glue it onto there, and then all the way around. So I'll get my hot glue gun. Put a little dab on the edge there to get it go in here and make sure it makes a connection. And just do like a little bit at the time so you can control the shape. Okay. Okay, so then I'll glue the next piece now. And the next piece. And the trick is to just do it slowly, piece by piece, so that you get the right positioning. And I always make sure that my piece is a little bit longer than what I need, because I can just cut at the end. I'll grab my scissors over there. Okay, so now is when I measure to see how long I want it to be, and then I cut right where it's going to connect. Like that. And then we can just simply glue the last bit on. Like so. And just make sure that eye is connected with the strap. I actually think I made this side a bit too long. I'll just cut it off a slight bit here. Yeah, and just re-glue it. And just fix it up to what you think looks best. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. Just remove the little strings as well as it dries. Okay, so next I guess would be the mouth. So again, take your hot glue gun, your little mouthpiece here. Just put a dab of glue and put it right underneath the eye, like so. Okay, and I guess you can take your little G, this little pattern, and put a dab of glue. And put it like right on the middle blue piece here. That's in between the two yellow pieces, and then right there in the middle. That's where you put the G. And then we'll do the feet next. So I'll put a little dab of glue on one foot and glue it on. And then a little dab of glue on the other foot and glue it on. And see, this is where hot glue comes in handy because it dries really fast. Okay. And then finally the wrench. And I mean, he doesn't have to hold a wrench if you don't want him to. He can be holding anything or nothing. It's just all of what you think looks best and what you like. So put a little dab of glue in the wrench. And he can be holding it in whatever hand you like. It's really all up to you. And there we go. Clear away all the little strings. They're everywhere. And now you have your completed minion. They're really cute. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope to have some more up soon. And again, I'm sorry that this took so long for me to make, but I have a lot more free time now, so you'll be seeing a lot more tutorials. And if you have any requests, just put them in the comments. And this is one of my very first tutorials for origami, so if you would like, you can leave some comments, or if you wanted to give me some constructive criticism, or tell me what I did right or wrong, and what you'd like to see in the next tutorial. So thank you very much for watching, and good luck!